What's up, fellas? The boy Darkel coming to you with some updates, man. We're gonna be talking about the International, the 2007 International 92i that I bought a couple months back. That's the truck that we opened up the business with, my authority. And you guys know that I had a driver go in that truck, but when the truck went down for the tranny, because if you guys remember, it was an automatic transmission. It had one of those Meritor 12-speed automatic transmissions, the ZE. Run if you see one of those. If you're in the market for a truck and you see an automatic truck, because you're looking for an automatic truck, but you see a Meritor transmission that says ZE on it with the shifter right here, you run, man, run. You know what I'm saying? The 92i is a super clean truck, and that's the only reason I bought it. That truck was super clean. It has a Cummins ISX in it, but it has the older model ISX in it, which is a great motor. And I'm going to tell you, me, I'm much more of a Detroit guy, but I bought that truck because it was just in prestige condition. The chassis, the body, the inside of that truck was just amazing. I've already done the dash. You guys already seen it. Like I said, I had a driver in that I was selling it to because I bought the Cascadia, and he ended up going back to Maybach when the truck broke down because we knew the truck was going to be down for a while. Now, the process of converting it from automatic, fully automatic to manual was a lot more complicated than I thought, and we're going to get into details. So this video might get a little bit long, but we're going to get into details because this video is going to be helpful for those that are probably in the situation that I'm in, that bought an automatic truck, it went down, and they just don't want to, or they've had one, they've been fixing and it keeps having problems, and they're done with it, and they just want to put a manual transmission in there. So we're going to get into details. We're going to get into transparency about how much it costs. There's a correct way to do this, and then there's a cheap way to do this. Both ways it will work. The cheap way, you'll get it done, shit'll be rigged, and you'll probably be having issues. This or that might not come out right. You know, something might look ghetto. You might look all, man, you know, the holes and stuff, and you'll probably save some money. You'll have no warranty or nothing, or you can do it the correct way, which I'll get into the details of the price on that, which is done at a person that specializes in doing that. And the truck will come out looking like it came out of the shop, like it came from factory like that. And that's obviously gonna be a lot more pricier, but you get what you pay for. So let's get into details. So we bought this truck, automatic transmission. I knew, it's not a matter of if, I knew that it was gonna go bad. It's a 2007, and that truck already had issues in the past, so I didn't care. The truck was so clean that I said to myself, hey, you know what? I have a 10-speed automatic transmission in full right there. If it goes bad, we'll just swap it out. I didn't know it was gonna be as complicated. So let me give you guys some information, some informative shit. So if you have an automatic truck, and I'm not talking about the newer ones, because these newer ones, like these 15, 16, 17, 18, like these Cascadias, these newer Volvos that are fully automatic, that if your truck needs to get the shaft taken down to get towed, then you got one of those newer model trucks is automatic, and those I don't even recommend converting. Those are real. You're gonna have to change rear ends and all kind of stuff. But if you have the older model trucks, like mine's a 07, like, you know, if it's like a 07, 05, something like that, like older style trucks that are automatic, those trucks can be converted. So let's get into details. And you can convert the other ones as well. It's just gonna cost, it's gonna be super expensive because it's a different system. So let's get into it. So I had a 10-speed in full transmission, but I could not use it. I ended up having to use that tranny as a core, because if you have an automatic transmission in your truck, so my truck was fully automatic, which means it did not have a clutch. Some guys have the Ultra Shift, which are semi-automatic trucks, which has a clutch system already, but it's still automatic. I think you got to clutch in to take off, and then every other gear is automatic after that. So those are going to be a little bit easier to convert because you already have the clutch pedal system in there. I had to go to a junkyard because my mechanic does everything through warranty. Like all the transmission that it has, you know, you can't bring in parts. This guy that I went to, he's off the market. He doesn't have a shop that's listed. You have to know somebody that knows somebody to get there. He's an old Cuban dude that has almost 15 acres of land somewhere in Loxahatchee, Florida. And in the back of his land, he has a big ass shop that's always full. But you got to know somebody that knows somebody to get in there. He doesn't just accept walkie. You know, you're not going to find him on the internet, and I'm not going to put his name out there. I never met the guy. My uncles had never met the guy, and I come from a trucking family, but we knew about that guy. Now, we do know that he's very pricey, but it's like he has a model. He says he's Cuban, but he works at a gringo. And if you guys don't know what gringo means, that means American. He says he's Cuban, but he works the gringo way. He does shit right, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't fucking work with used stuff and stuff like that. If you want to do work with him, he specializes in converting these trucks from automatic to manual or manual to automatic. He does that as well, and he only rebuilds motors. He does, you know, like those gliders. He'll take these newer motors out and put, you know, these glider motors. This is all he does. He doesn't do no petty stuff. But you gotta know somebody to get in there. So my uncles knew somebody, and I actually met the guy, so now I know him. And I'm gonna tell you that he was pricey, but I went and saw the truck day before yesterday, and I was impressed. I was amazed of how it came out. It looked like it came out of the factory like that. So, but with him, he explained to me that when you're dealing with an automatic truck, those rear ends are made that you need an overdrive transmission in there. You can't just, if you have like an ultra shift that have the clutch system, you can't just drop the tranny and put a regular 10-speed in there, because it's not going to run right, because you need an overdrive transmission. That's one. Also, there's wiring that you have to run from the tranny to the ECM and reprogram the ECM and erase all the settings of the automatic transmission settings and reprogram it for manual, or it won't run right. Like, I'm going to tell you guys, I have a boy, and if you watch the video, then he's going to know who he's talking about, which I've already spoken to a mechanic about him, because my boy knows me and I know the guy, so he's going to be able to get his truck in there and get it done right. He's the one that actually purchased the T2000, the Kenworth T2000 that we had, that was an ultra shift. It already had a clutch system, but it had an automatic transmission. So my uncle's dropped down the automatic transmission, just put an Ian Fuller 10-speed in there, and it runs, it shifts, but it won't pass 62 miles per hour. And the speedometer is not working, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So again, we're going to get into details, so this video is going to be a little bit long, but if you guys are trying to convert your truck, then this video is going to be helpful so you can know what's going on. So if you have an ultra, let's talk about the ultra shifts. If you got an ultra shift truck and you just drop the tranny automatic and stick in a regular 10-speed or whatever you put in there, if you take a 13-speed, you'll be okay, because all 13 speeds, they're overdrives. But the 10 speeds, you got to make sure there's an overdrive, and then you might have to cut the drive shaft, extend it, because the 10 speeds are shorter. So he did the job. My uncle did the job, and the truck runs, but it won't pass 62 miles per hour, and it's because his rear ends are not matching, the gears are not matching with the tranny. He's going to need an overdrive transmission in there, and he's also going to have to run some wiring from the transmission to the ECM and reprogram the ECM to accept the manual transmission settings so that the speed control will work and all that stuff. So, you know, if you're watching this, you know who you are. You're already set up. When you're ready, we're going to send your truck over. It's going to come out good. So now let's get into my situation. If you have a fully automatic truck, so this guy, like I said, you're going to have to go with a new transmission, because he's going to get a transmission that's going to give you warranty in every single state in the United States of America on mainland. Obviously, you know, not Hawaii and stuff like that. Those states are like, but all the states here on mainland, on the United States of America, you will have 100% warranty with Ian Fuller. I bought the clutch, the pressure plate, and the transmission, a 13-speed 189 from Ian Fuller, with warranty. So I get a year warranty from Ian Fuller. If I'm in any state and I break down for any of those, any of the clutch or the tranny, Ian Fuller is going to cover it at 100% for the first year. And then he gives me an extra year on transmission and his work, because I did it with him. So you get what you pay for. So I'm going to get to it. Yeah, you guys want to know money. There's a guy down south of Miami that can do this job for you for about $6 grand. He can do it for $6 grand. He's going to cut holes in your floor. He's going to put stuff in there. He'll rig shit. If he has to rig shit to get it done, he'll do what he has to do. He'll get it working. You know, you might have issues with the speed control. You know what I'm saying? You can do it for like $6 grand. You can do it. But the guy that I went to, I'll tell you guys, as far as his part, he charged me $12,700 is what I paid. That's including buying the 13-speed Ian Fuller new from Ian Fuller, which obviously is not brand new, because it's a 13-speed Ian Fuller. It's a reman, but I'm just gonna say that because that's what it is. But it's basically brand new. All the gears are new and everything inside, nicely painted, because of warranty. So 13-speed 189. I bought the clutch from them, the pressure plate, and all that stuff. Now, the only thing that I had to get on my part that the mechanic told me that I had to go do was to bring him the bell housing. It had to be a lubricated bell housing, an aluminum one, because there's steel and an aluminum. Always go with the aluminum one. So he wanted me to bring him an aluminum bell housing, the lubricated one, for a 13-speed Ian Fuller. And I had to bring him the shifter, you know what I'm saying, all the way down, that goes to transmission, for a 13-speed Ian Fuller. But that was the easy part to get. The bell housing and the shifter for 13-speed, that was easy to get. What was hard was finding, because I had to find a 92 International I or a 94 Eagle or any of those internationals that were manual in those years, 99 to 2010, something like that. I had to go find one in the junkyard because they're in the firewall on the engine side of the compartment. Like, so I had to buy the clutch pedal, obviously, because mine didn't have a clutch. So I had to get the clutch pedal, which comes on a bracket with a little spring and a little sensor and a pole that goes out through a firewall into the engine compartments. And when you go out there, there's a little arm that I needed that goes on. It's on the firewall in the engine compartments. There's like a little arm that tube goes to, and then it has a little lever that goes down to another arm that's like this, that's on the firewall as well, which that one goes down to there. From there, it goes down to another arm that I had to get, which is the arm that's on the tranny. So when you engage the clutch, it engages the clutch. So I needed those 1, 2, 3 parts with the little brackets on them, and I needed the pedal. So I needed like 4 or 5 parts that I had to get off an International. And thank God I found a 1999. I found a 1999 International Eagle, 92 Eagle at the junkyard, and I was able to get those parts. So I'm gonna be transparent. So I was able to get the pedal, the 2 little brackets, and the arm that goes in the transmission, and I got the whole system. I was able to get that for $504 exactly, which is real cheap. The bell housing, we got it in South River Drive down in Miami, and I'm gonna give you guys the information. There's a place called FICO Transmissions, F like Frank, I, C like cat, and O. FICO Transmissions down in South River Drive in Miami on 89th Street. This guy has rebuilt 13 speed, 10 speeds. That's all he deals with. He has these transmissions rebuilt. He gives you some warranty on them, and they're nicely, they're all, sandblasted, repainted. They're reman. They're good. So FICO Transmissions. So we got the bell housing there for $500. So we're already talking about Oh, look at the 92 Eagle right there driving by me as well. Same truck I got. That's probably what the mechanic's trying. He's trying to tell me that my truck is an Eagle, but someone just took the little Eagle emblem off my dash, but he might be right. So anyway, so I got the bell housing down there, and I was able to get. So we're $1,000 on the pedals, brackets, and the bell housing. That's $1,000. Plus I paid $1,000 for the 10-speed and for the used one that I had, which I used as a core. So that's $2,000, and then what he charged me, which was $12,700. That was buying the Ian Fuller transmission with the clutch and the clutch system and all that, wiring, and then his labor and all that. That was the job done. So we're looking about $14,700 is what we're paying to get this tranny done. Now, again, I'm gonna have warranty. You get what you pay for. You can get it done cheap, but you won't have warranty, and you're gonna have a shitty job. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a shitty job. It'll get you by. But I paid the money because I know my parts are new, and I know the guy that's doing this comes highly, highly recommended, and he knows his stuff. This guy does his computer stuff and everything. This truck is, I know it's not going to give me a problem. Plus, I know I got warranty. So that's what it is, guys. So, guys, if you got an automatic truck like mine's, fully automatic, you're going to have to get the whatever truck you got. You got to get the clutch system, which is, make sure you got to get the little brackets from the firewall all the way down to the tranny with the arm. And then you can get a bell housing, and then you'll go to wherever you go to. You obviously got to get yourself an overdrive transmission. If you go with a 10-speed overdrive, that'll be just fine. But you're going to have to, it's going to cost a little more because now he has to extend the shaft, which means you have to get the new little carry bearings and all that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. So $14,700 is what it's going to cost to convert the truck, which is already done. So I'm making the video today. I didn't want to make the video until the job was done. I'm actually on the way down right now. I'm in my brother's Super Duty right now. I'm on the way down there to go pick up my truck. I'm going to stop at Fort Pierce, grab my uncle, and then we're going to keep on going down. We're going to go pick up the International, and we're going to be driving it up back to Fort Pierce because I also bought LED lights. I bought some LED lights for it because it had the regular halogen lights. And all the trucks out there, they have aftermarket like LED, like real nice LED light, like the one-piece lights. They don't do that for the International. I don't know why. Internationals do not have the one-piece light. You have to buy the two-piece. They have some nice-ass LED headlights, the 5x7 shits, but they don't have the one-piece, like the ones I end up putting on the Classic. They don't have those, but it's all good. I bought myself the new ones that came out, real nice LED lights, and I bought the little side ones too, and LED as well. I bought all the lights, so I'm putting all the lights in white, like clear. I like my lights clear. I don't like the amber lights. They light up amber, but I like clear lights. So we're gonna be putting that. We're gonna put my hood ornament on there. You know, put some more stickers on there, and I'm gonna be removing the hood scoop. The International is gonna be my new project truck. That is gonna be my truck for, you know, until I find the Freightliner Classic that I decide to buy. I think I'm gonna end up going with another Freightliner Classic when I'm ready to go back to a classic truck or a W900. But for right now, if you watch my short little video that I just posted, you see at the end it says new project coming soon, because the International, we already did the Century, we did up the Classic, and we're gonna do up this International right now. So guys, yeah, the video's up to 15 minutes right now, but like I said, this video is very informative. I was getting into details about the job. So I am gonna show you guys, once I pick up the truck, I'm gonna go ahead and add to this video. So you guys, actually I'll just do a separate video so this video won't be too long. I'll show you guys details of what he did, so you guys can see how this job came out. It looks like it came like that from factory, man. So that's what it is, man. I'm super excited. I've been home. This is the 4th week now that I've been home already, and I'm gonna be getting my truck. Today's Thursday, so by the time I get back up to Fort Pierce, it'll be around 5 o'clock. So I'm gonna probably stay in a hotel, and tomorrow morning we're gonna hit it up. We're gonna do the LED lights. We're gonna run some wiring, because I'm gonna have some lights in the back. And you know, I'm just gonna be changing some lights on, just getting my truck ready. I have an issue with the horn stays on, so we're probably gonna bypass that the city horn, and we're probably gonna go ahead and just, I got one of those kits you can just add a button on the dash, and we're just gonna bypass that issue. And we're gonna make sure all the electrical issues are. It had an issue where the lights would turn off and on, the low beams, and I think it's because a bulb was burnt and it was an open circuit. So I just went ahead and bought new LED headlights. So I'll show you guys those. Like I said, the next video, once I got the truck, I'll show you guys the lights, and I'll show you guys the tranny, and you guys will see the kind of work he did. So I've already ordered the 18-inch extension. Y'all already know I got to extend all my shifters. Got to be extended. So we are going to be extending the shifter, and that's what it is, man. So yeah, we're going to go down there, pick up the truck. We're going to go drop off the money. This guy takes cash only. He ain't taking no checks. He ain't taking no debit payments. You got to bring him the green. You know what I'm saying? You got to come with paper. He likes that paper shit. Like I said, this guy right here has a shop on his land. That's why we're not gonna mention no names. But you gotta know somebody. If you guys got a truck like that, you trying to get in there, you can hit me up, and we'll see what we do. And that's what it is, man. So stay tuned for the next video. We're gonna pick up this International. That's a new project. Y'all know I already did the dash. I'm really thinking about redoing the dash. I'm gonna keep it in oak still, but I'm thinking about doing a different kind of oak pattern that's more International like. And also, I wasn't too satisfied with the way it came out. Another thing is that the skeleton behind the dash panels was bad. I had to kind of put it together, and I'm not happy with that. So I already know International has it. If you guys have an International Eagle or 94 or something like that, and you're, behind your dash, you see it's loose, your skeleton behind is probably bad. International dealer got it for $270. That's how much the part costs. That's the one that goes right here. And the piece up there that's cracked, they always crack some dashes. $270 to get at the International. We're gonna be picking that up, and I'm gonna be redoing that dash in oak, but a nicer color that I found. So we're gonna redo that. We're gonna paint some stuff, and that's what it is, guys. So look out for the next video. The next video, I'm just gonna show you guys the transmission, how it came out, and I'm gonna show you guys the LED headlights and all that installed. So that's what it is. Your boy Darkel. The video got kind of long. It was informative. If you guys got an automatic truck, hopefully this video was helpful. Remember, don't let no one tell you different. If you got an automatic truck and you're converting an older one like mine, you're converting it to a manual truck, make sure that if you're going with a 10-speed, that it's an overdrive transmission. I recommend just get a 13-speed transmission. You'll have no issues, and make sure that the job gets done. Make sure that he talks to you about wiring stuff to the ECM and reprogramming it for manual, because if not, your speedometer won't work. So, like I said, there's a cheap way and then there's a right way to do things. When you do things the right way, you're going to pay a little more, but you're going to get what you pay for. All right, it's your boy Darkel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.